Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So today I wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing, and I know a lot of people have been asking for these unboxings. I haven't done one for a while, and I commissioned back in May, June this year in 2018 a number of pens to be made by Eric at Atelier Lusso. Now. A lot of people think, well, why go to a custom pen maker? The answer is quite simple. You can get not only the size of the pen, the shape of the pen, the weight of the pen, whether or not it has a clip or not a clip, whether or not it has ring bands or finials, and you can choose the material as well. So I was looking at a number of different rod material sites, which is where I picked up or handpicked these materials that you see here at the moment. And I commissioned 6 pens, which were these 2, these 3, and this one. And then Eric had already previously made this one, and I decided to purchase this. But the other 6 pens were all hand-picked, so I went to a number of different rod sites that sell these rods, and I had about 50 patterns or designs that I had chosen, and then over about a period of about 3 or 4 weeks, I whittled it down about sort of like by about 10 or 15 a week, and then I got down to about 12, and then it was like, well, I can't get much lower than 12. But I can't have 12 pens made. So I then really took a long hard look and said, well, okay, which of the 6 I really do like the most? So this is the unboxing today of the pens that arrived. Now, as I said, I had these, I was talking to Eric originally in May, June time of this year. We nailed everything down. He bought the material by the end of June. There were a number of delays because of the San Francisco pen show that was coming up, and he had a lot of work on. So, and typically you do get this with custom pen makers. So the pens eventually arrived in September, and I was perfectly fine with that. I had the London Pen Show coming in beginning of October, so I was actually happy if they didn't ship until after the London Pen Show in October. But they shipped in September, and then they arrived towards the end of September. I took these to the London Pen Show, so anybody that met up with me at the show probably had a chance to actually get to see these and play with these pens. So. And just quickly, briefly, left to right. Now these are just mentioned. The pens with the clips are called the Carina, and then the pens without the clips are called the Andromedas. The Andromedas start around about $199. And the Carinas were starting around about $260, but then there were additional extras like the cap rings, finials, the clips, depending on what material you wanted. Eric has now built that into the price, and I believe all of that now comes in at $340 for the pens. And I still think this is a really good price because you get a completely custom made pen that you really like. So again, left to right, this is the Carina, and this is the Diamond Nebula. And it's supposed to have diamond dust in the body. I'm not sure, and then in the cap, I'm not sure if it is actually real diamond dust, but it really does sparkle very nicely. And there's a hammered, I believe it's a Damascus steel clip, but this really is a lovely pen. But I love this material. Look at that. Look at how that just shines there on camera. So this is really nice. Now these all come with number 6 nibs from Joro, and I got every single one in a broad nib, and because I do like my broads, need to focus it a little bit better there. I do like my broad nibs. So for me, I find the Joro board nibs right, very, very smoothly, uh, and I really love them. So that was the Carina in the Diamond Nebula. Now this next Carina is called the Amethyst Fields, and this has a lovely like bronze, white bronze clip on it here that you can see here, a polished clip, and but this is it's called Amethyst Fields, the material, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous material. I wanted a number of materials that looked like you were looking down on the Earth from space. So you have like the sea, you have clouds or hurricanes or typhoons, and this really did it for me. So this was one of the materials, and I mentioned about the capped finials. So you'll see here there's a capped finial on the tip of the pen here, and it's an L for Lusso, for Atelier Lusso. But this material is gorgeous. I really did like this. So that was one of the materials that I picked out. Uh, and I do have out of this probably several favourites. Um, and this one is definitely one of my favourites. And this is called Black Ice. And it's got lots of like black marble and orange and brown like swirls inside it. It's an absolutely gorgeous material. I really do love this material. So this is definitely one of my favourites. And again, you have that finial, coin finial there. Um, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, all of these pens are cartridge converters, and you can post them as well. If I unscrew this one, you'll see here that the length is already pretty good. You can, if you want to, post them. You don't need to, because they do become absolute wands at that point. But it really is a lovely, lovely pen. So that was the second one that I had commissioned there. Um, and then I had some Andromedas, and I like these Andromedas. I like them being clipless. There's just something about the smooth sort of where the cap meets the body. It does create a bit of a step down, but I had a couple of pens made, and this is the King Cobra. And I wanted a kind of like what looked to be a little bit like a maquillé, and this had a lot of gold on it, and it had a cobra's head, as you can see there. And if I just zoom in a little bit, you'll get a better idea there. That cobra's head with its tongue. And I really wanted something that was a little bit shiny, goldy, and this really does it. And look at the material here. The way that material just sparkles is. There's a lot of depth to this material, and again comes with the coin finial there, L for Lusso. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous pen. Now I said it has a bit of a step down, so this is the step down here. But I don't actually. It comes again with a broad nib. I don't find that step down is that bad, because when I hold the pen, I'm holding it down here, so I'm not holding it on these threads or near that step. Although the step is quite sharp, I find that's very, very comfortable. So I already had an Andromeda and also a Carina previously. So for me, like I like both the pens in terms of shape, and it's just something that works well. I then decided I wanted a dragon pen, and technically this is called the Wyvern serpent. And again, there's a lot of like goldy orange going on in this pen. It's got some white, it's got some green as well, and you have the wyvern, or the Wyvern serpent, I believe it's called. But I call it the dragon because it is. Almost a dragon, and it's a really, really lovely pen. So I'm really pleased on how these came out. I really do like this material. when you see the rods in the unpolished state, they really don't look as vibrant as this. But once they get polished up or shaped and then polished up, they really do shine. Uh, Now this one is another Andromeda, and this one is called the Vulcans Forge, and it's got lots and lots of lovely orange swirls in it. And I wanted an orange pen. This was something that when I was going through planning the purchases of these pens, I wanted to basically work out what color inks I'm going to put in these pens, because I, for the most part, do like to match ink colors to the to the colors of the pens. So for me, like, I wouldn't put a black ink in an orange pen, or an orange. Maybe I would put an orange ink in a black pen if it was just purely black. But I wouldn't put a green ink in an orange pen or a blue ink. So for me, like, I really wanted to work out what kind of inks I wanted to use with these pens, and then really go from here. And then I wanted another, like, more greeny blue pen, and there's this one which is the Tectonic Seas. And this is again another Andromeda, but you can see here again it's almost like a look down on the Earth, looking at the seas, the clouds, and look at this, the chatoyance here, the levels of deepness there in the material. It's really really good, and look just how that blue, the sea sort of just sort of shines there with the chatoyance. So again, like, this was another lovely material that I handpicked, and I really wanted some green pens. I wanted some blue pens because I've been using blues a lot lately and greens a lot lately. So I wanted some bluey coloured pens, and this is more of like a tealy colour. I wanted some green pens. I wanted some orange pens. I've got a number of orange pens, but I wanted some more. I wanted a purple pen, or something that would go close to purple, and this Carina really looked as though it would do the job. And then these two pens, well, I currently have these inked up with a couple of samples I have. In the King Cobra, I've got Diamine, Skull and Roses, and in the Dragon, I have November Rain from Diamine, which are German exclusives. And now, those inks do not match the colours of the pens, obviously, but I figured that these were two very shiny, shimmery, chatoyancy pens that a sheening ink would go nice in those. So I did break my rule book here and put those inks in there. But and then along with that as well, and I'll just show you a few other things that Eric also sent along as well. I had actually asked if I could get some pen pillows made, and I asked Eric if this was something he could do, and he said sure, he can do that. And so out of what material was left on each of these pens, I had some pen pillows made. Now these are different sizes, and I said to Eric, I said I'd love, like, some that will support 2 pens, some that will support 3 pens. So this one is a 3 pen. This one out of the Cobra, it is another 3 pen rest. I have another slightly smaller 3 pen rest there, and then I have 2 pen rests here, and then I have some 1 pen rest. Now, obviously, some of these are, like, this is very small ones, different sizes, but I don't mind that. I said to Eric, like, I'm fine with whatever material is left over, but if you could go some way to trying to make some pen pillows or pen rests out of the material that's left over, then I would be very appreciative. So he did that as well. So I'm really glad. So I've got some nice pen pillows or pen rests that I can put pens on. And then I also actually got, which I wasn't actually banking on, a whole load of, just grab them, rickshaw bag pen sleeves with the pens, and I thought that was a very nice touch. I don't know if these come with them normally. I didn't get these with my previous Carina or Andromeda, but they are really welcome. And I do like Mark's work at Rickshaw Bags, so I thought I'd just mention that as well. I've bought a number of things from Mark in the past, varying from pen cases to baseball hats. So I really do like his work as well. But yeah, so just really want to show the pens that I actually received from Eric. I did buy all of these; they weren't free. I say received; I did pay for them. But yeah, these are really nice, and so a lot of people say, well, why go for a custom-made pen? And personally, like, I would go for a custom-made pen every single time because these are really, really gorgeous pens. Eric does some really great work, and I'm really happy to support him. I would always buy more from Eric. I know I've sent a lot of people to Eric so far. Everybody that, as far as I have understood, have been more than happy with his work. He does some stellar work. So if you don't know of Eric, or you're looking at for a custom pen, go check out lussopens.com. That's Eric at Atelier Lusso. He's based in California in the US, and he's always happy to work with you on your next custom pen. So there you go. That's just a very brief unboxing. I'll do a full review of each of these pens a little bit later. But thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.